one of the big influences, Thai boxing is evolving all the time, really. And the Dutch had a huge influence on what happened in Thai boxing as a sport. The Dutch incorporated a lot more Western boxing and very heavy hitting. Likewise, really, the response had to come from the Thai boxing community. Really, the Dutch started winning lots of fights to respond back to that in incorporating that into their training. So in punches, typically a normal person can punch with the pounding of about 1 ton per square inch from a punch. What we're going to show next some elbows, is elbows. Elbows are one of the most feared things, really. People in what's now known as mixed martial arts. The elbows cut and strike and damage hugely to a person. We're looking to strike across the temple. We're going to strike parts of the body, take out ribs, and parts of the legs as well, particularly aiming for places like the sciatic nerve. Anybody that's received a dead leg as well, maybe in playing around in the playground as kids and stuff, elbows into the biceps will just kill your arm and make it feel like lead. So you can see some of the guys doing those types of strikes now. The cuts to the head are aiming for the temple. You can get a knockout from an elbow to the temple, but more likely you'll end up cutting the head and stopping a fight through blood stoppage, really. Okay, so we talked about 1 ton per square inch in punching, and then in elbows you can get about 4 tons per square inch, but the most preferred weapon, the best weapon to use are knees, really. Knees to the ribs, to the lower legs, and ultimately to the head. We're always looking to pull down the head and knee to the head. This is it is a brutal sport, but the knee delivers 6 tons per square inch. The problem in doing the knees really is that it's very heavy on your cardio. It demands a lot of lung work. In all that we do, really, we're engaging the hips all the time. Everything comes from core strength, from the abdominals, from your lower back, and from the hips. And we're trying to be as relaxed as we can. There's no tension involved. More pain is delivered to the other person, really, as relaxed as you can. You're quicker, faster, and more direct. Okay, guys. We'll move on to some kicks now then. Different forms of kick. We'll start off with a teep kick. If you guys just want to show that on the pad over there as well. Teep kick isn't like a number of other martial arts. Other martial arts snap the kick and return it. With a teep, we're looking to strike the face. We're looking to strike the body, turn the body, get into the solar plexus to win someone. Really what we're looking to do ultimately as well is push them back to deliver a kick to the head or something, really. So it's just like the jab, it's another distance gauge. When we strike to the leg, so we do a teep to the leg, guys. Do a teep to the leg. So when we strike the leg this way, this is just a really annoying technique to use as well, and it's translation from Thai means chicken peck. When we train this on the pads as well, it's easier on the pads to know that you're getting the technique right. Again, it should be relaxed. Lift your knee high and strike into the target. It's important you get your footwork right. We work a lot on the footwork. And now we'll do a round kick. Ben's going to show some round kicks into Steve here now. So again, the ability is to stay relaxed. So he's trying to be sharp with the kick, he's turning his foot to take the hips right round. And should be able to kick off both sides of the body. Okay. Guys, you want to show a bit of clinch now? So, a big difference. And something when you're watching a Thai fight, people don't necessarily really understand. In Western boxing, it is a chance to have a rest and relax onto each other. What you really don't want to be doing in a Thai fight is getting into the clinch. It is very exhausting. We're looking to cut off the blood supply to the brain. We're looking to suppress the breathing by pulling the head down into your chest, and then strike knees either into the head or into the body. Elbows are raining down into you, into the temples, onto the top of the head, and low knee strikes as well. Just do one. Really good. From this point as well, really, something else that's very exhausting is throwing your fighter onto the canvas and down onto the ground. And with that, it takes a lot of energy when you're involved getting back up again off the ground. Okay, guys. Let's do a bit of spot. Just all of you on the mats. So when we put it all together, really, the only way to learn is to start sparring, really, and fighting with somebody, really. And to do that, the sparring shouldn't be about, there isn't any winners. You're not looking to beat the pulp out of your person you're sparring with. Just looking to test out techniques, see how a person moves, check out their balance. So we wouldn't see this in a Thai boxing match, really. The boxing matches are very much same as Western boxing, matched by weight, what sex you are, and generally a bit of what age, perhaps as well, or experience. Okay. So Ben and Joe are brothers. I do have to calm them down a bit quite often. They get a little bit carried away with each other. Okay. The other part's a little bit of the myths as well about training is that a lot of people come to training think we're going to disable them from being able to feel pain. That doesn't happen at all. We always feel the same amount of pain. What we do though is train the brain really to accept that it's okay. You know? If you've just been hurt really bad, you can still carry on fighting. And part of that training that we do is we just call conditioning, really, leg conditioning and stuff. So we may just stand in front of each other, and the idea again is not to break each other, but just to build up the levels of how much we can take in the pain we're receiving from kicks. And really these sort of things you've got to be on the receiving end to understand really how painful they are.
particularly when you see them kicking the inside leg, just to the outside of the knee is a massive nerve endings, and when that is kicked, it's extremely painful. We do bruise in this sport, we bruise a lot. Just to finish off with now, then what we're going to do is show some of the more traditional stuff again, really. These techniques we probably wouldn't use in the sport because some of them involve breaking parts of the body. So we're going back really to the battlefield techniques really of old. So the first one that the guys are going to show really, this technique was banned in the 1930s along with the rule changes because it involves a strike to the bladder, which can cause death in the first place. Secondly, then you follow up by kneeing to the head to cause a knockout. So the knee's brought up to the chest high and then strikes down. So the next technique we're doing could be whatever he's got really. Could be a weapon in his hands. He's looking to slip the punch, elbow into the ribs, pull round. If he's quick with it, break the neck on the way down. Next we're going to show some of the defences if somebody's trying to be kicked. Kneeing under the hamstring to take the hamstring out. Showing striking the shin with the elbow to attack the leg. Okay, I'll show one of the next techniques as well. Looking to break the leg with that one really, it's just a simple fold over. Joe's smiling, I've hurt him a bit. Okay, from a clinch next. Boys just going to show a pushback, snap of the neck. Okay? So not something we'd advocate anybody to do, even in the street, in self-defense in here, really. Remember, back, this is traditional stuff that we're trying to keep alive. A lot of it was disappearing as an art, really, and forgotten. Okay, we'll go right back traditionally as well now when we talked about the old stance. So from here we're going to do some climbs up. We're both trying to do it at the same time. Okay? So we climb up on the legs and strike with an elbow strike to the top of the head. Second strike he did there really was kneeing up to the head by standing up on the leg. earlier we saw him slipping a punch or weapon. What he's doing then, he's slipping his hand down, strike to the groin, and into the rear of the spine. Okay, during the lessons as well, it's technique is one thing. Some of the most important thing is the fitness and level of fighters. The easiest way to destroy a fighter is to take away his fitness, really, rather than just do it through pain and punishment. So we work out a lot in terms of fitness. So we're just going to have a little go at showing some of the cardio exercises we do. Getting up and down off the ground, lots of press-ups, thousands of crunches. But each works to their own level of fitness and builds up over a slow period of time. Come on, it's a jab cross. Yes. So one of the things we're going to do here, yeah, Andy's showing going down and up again, very exhausting. Getting up and down off the ground, jab cross, crunch, up, jab cross, press up, jab cross. Okay. And then one of the things to simulate sparring as well, that Ben and Joe are going to show, is what's called padman calls. So Joe just places the pads to what he wants from Ben. Okay, so he's simulating a fight, but he's not getting hit back at the time. So that was a very, very brief introduction to what we do. There are thousands of techniques that are used and learned over a period of time. One of the very effective things about science is you learn very simply as well. They're not overcomplicated techniques. Things like jiu-jitsu and that really can take many years to learn. So it has become renowned as martial art learning techniques in terms of standard fighting. I hope you enjoyed today. My thanks went to those that helped us out. Have a good day.